Ah, the flog. One of the most controversial weapons in TF2. People hate it, but I say, if it's in the game, then it's fair. And besides, I just can't get enough of those crits. Seeing people burn like that, getting them really pissed off. I knew it was wrong, but I loved it. Recently I've been trying to upgrade my gear, go from a regular old flog to something like a kill streak or strange one. As I was looking around, I stumbled across a deal that was just too good to pass up. Strange flog for 13 cents. The profile of the guy selling it was kinda creepy, but I figured it was just some sort of edgy spy man. I went ahead and bought the flog. The description read, "Please do not use this item. I'm trying to get rid of it." As if I was gonna make that counter go up until it ran out of numbers. Read it and weep. That was gonna be the new description. Well, I didn't buy it strange for nothing. It was time for my medic to fire up the vac and make people mad. We loaded into a game of Dust Bowl and started wreaking havoc. Just crit after crit after crit. After our team had captured all the points, we raided spawn and killed everyone there. I even killed some friendly heavy. Call me a tryhard, but damn it, if you're in a casual game, you're there to play the game. Go onto some other server if you just want to mess around. Anyway, I killed that heavy without thinking twice. I saw in the chat the heavy I killed say, "You will regret your actions." Or something stupid like that. Last time I checked, you're the one who got killed. I went ahead in the voice chat and replied, "Haha, mad 'cause bad."
Dude, who are you talking to?
That heavy with the givus.
I didn't see any heavy with a gibbous in this game, did you?
No man, the only players with the givus are these two scouts and that pyro. Yeah, in fact, blue team doesn't even have a heavy.
Yeah, bro, are you seeing right?
I've seen you suck dick at the game is what I'm seeing.
Whoa, okay man. Okay, chill.
After a few back and forths, I got kicked for quote-unquote being toxic. Those bastards. I had a 19 kill streak on my strange. A few rejoins later, I still couldn't get back in the game. And what's worse, my computer ended up crashing. But when it did, something weird happened. I saw, for just a second, that heavy burning. Or rather, that heavy with my face burning on the black screen. I was probably just sleep deprived. That's it. Anyway, when my computer finally rebooted, Windows had an update. So I decided to just go to bed. I hit the hay and passed out almost immediately. What can I say? I'm a gamer. I work hard. Spending 12 hours on a community server can really take a lot out of a man. Anyways, I closed my eyes, and there I was, back in Dust Bowl. Except this time Miss Pauling was there. I must be dreaming. I wonder what type of dream this is. Then suddenly she turned around and completely stopped my train of thought. It was her, alright, but it wasn't her face. It was the heavy's face. And then she turned to dust. Weird dream, I thought. Now, in the dream, I was in spawn, and soon enough, more and more players started to join the game. And we started to have what seemed to be a regular game of casual. Well, except for the fact that the timer was going up. Soon, something else started happening. At around 2 minutes into the game, players started disconnecting. By the time the timer reached 5 minutes, the map was practically empty. But then something really strange happened. I had stopped paying attention to the timer. I was just kind of walking around the map, fooling around, trying to detonate or jump my way up onto a ledge, when I saw that the timer had reached 6 minutes and 66 seconds. I couldn't believe it. How is that even possible? I looked at the leaderboard and, sure enough, every player was gone. Well, almost. There was one profile left on the leaderboard, on the opposite team. I headed back to spawn to get more ammo when I finally saw him. It was a heavy, standing there. He looked familiar. "Hey!" I cried into the voice chat, but he just ran into spawn without saying anything. I followed him the best I could, but I swear I saw this. He ran into the spawn room locker, and when I opened it, he wasn't there anymore. Now, I didn't see anywhere that he had disconnected, and he was still on the leaderboard, but he was nowhere to be found. First, I was very startled by this. I searched the locker inside out. I looked for hours for, I don't know, secret trapdoors or something like that. But finally, I just gave up. Oh, whatever. I'll probably wake up soon anyway, I thought. Over time, the map started to change. The sky outside turned to gray. Now that I was completely alone, I started listening to all the sounds of the world. The noise from the computers in that side room, the water flowing through the pipes. Strange. It all sounded like it was on a loop. I noticed that one of the computers had a console open. With nothing else to do, I just waited. My sense of time became very warped. The timer hadn't changed from 6 minutes and 66 seconds, and the sky was still this ominous dark gray. The only change I could see in the world was this slight grime that started covering everything. It was weird. It was like I had been there for years. I just kept walking around though. Surely there had to be a way out, but as I failed again and again to find an exit, I noticed more and more grime appearing. As I walked back to the console room for the millionth time, I noticed something weird. The only part of this world that didn't have grime all over it was the console. The console that was constantly open. It was then that I had an idea. I had tried to escape this world for what seemed like thousands of years, and nothing had worked. It seemed that I simply just could not break out of it. There was, however, one way, one thing that I hadn't tried, something that required very little effort. At this point, it was worth the shot. So this is where my story ends, I guess. It was a nice way to kill the time anyways. As for me, there's only one thing left to do.